So this is a reverse hyperextension exercise that if you do not have the large platform at the gym, these are a couple of the variations that you can do at home. The first one is with a flat bench, and it could be either the bent knee or straight legged. Yes, it doesn't give you the bottom part of the range of motion, but it does give you the top contraction part, especially with the upper glute here. And that's really what we want. And we can also do a bent knee version and a loaded bent knee version, or with the stability ball, just to show you a couple different options. So if we're in here with the bench, we always start with body weight just to test our limits. And you can hold on to the bench. Now you have wide, up and squeeze. So reverse hyper, meaning we're lifting the legs. Hyperextension would be more you would lift the back or the upper torso part. So up, hold, squeeze, back down. And a couple different tempos that we can use with this is up and squeeze, in, out, and back down. And then we can also add a mini band to this if we needed to. And really where I'm feeling it is right here in this upper part of the glute, or the shelf. Basically, that's going to give you a shelf on your glute. And it's obviously going to make you stronger to do other daily activities, not just in terms of muscle building. And back down. So if we added a stability ball to this around the feet and somewhere kind of low, because we want to get as much the lower part of the exercise as we can, the eccentric. So up, hold, and back down. Obviously we can't go in and out or we're going to lose the ball, right? So up, hold, and back down. And really take that time to get the fatigue to develop in the muscle. Squeeze, and back down. If I had the full range of motion, I'd be able to get the lower glute as well, but I'm going to show you another option for that. Squeeze, and back down. So we also have a bent knee version like this. So we might be able to get a little bit more forward, stretching of the bottom. Almost like that reverse hyper if you do it in the Smith machine. Up, drive with the heels, up and squeeze, and back down. With this one, I can feel it a little bit more in my lower glute than with the other exercises with my legs more straight. Brace. And with this exercise, obviously you have to brace your belly or you're not going to be able to lift the legs at all and feel it in the glutes. And another way you can do this is with weights. Now, if I use light weights, and it does become a little awkward sometimes, you stick them in the crooks of your knees, but then you have to keep your knees bent or you're going to drop them. You shimmy in, and obviously this is not the beginner exercise. This is when you're familiar with the exercise, you're familiar with the movement, you're not feeling it in your lower back, you're feeling it strictly in the glutes. We're gonna get our feet up and squeeze. Again, this is if you do not have access to the reverse hyper bench and you're working out at home and you would like to do the reverse hyper extension exercise. Like that, down, up, and squeeze. And you let that fatigue develop. Squeeze. So getting out of it relatively easy, just let the weights drop to the floor. I'm gonna show you one other variation that I used to give my other clients, even in the gym, because we didn't have the reverse hyperextension bench always. You're gonna come in, you're gonna lean over the ball. Or if you have any kind of trapezoid or anything that just gives you a little bit of bump in height, you're gonna hold on to the bench because that's gonna be your balance point. I tuck my elbows in on the ball to kind of give it more stability. So you have like a triangle going on here. And then we're gonna lift up our legs, squeeze, and back down. And I can see in the mirror where my feet are, but if I touch on the floor, if I had no mirror, up and squeeze, and back down. You can also add ankle weights if you need more external resistance instead of the dumbbells in the crooks of the knees. Squeeze and back down. And you can see it's not only working here, it's also working here inadvertently. As you know, we can call that secondary because you have to hold and stabilize yourself. So even though the primary mover is here, this is all working as well. And still being challenged and strengthened in a different way, supporting the main exercise. So here's a few variations that you can try with reverse hyperextensions at home, either with a flat bench, a stability ball, dumbbells, or even ankle weights. Hope this helps.